Greetings, my name is Aya. We'll be working with your life path, and if you're looking for your personal year, please look in the time stamp in the description box below or the comment section. Peace. What's up, everybody? This is Aya. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel, A Very Good Life. If you're looking for personal year 7, then you can click in the description for the timestamp. This reading is for life path number 7, general reading, just a catch up for your energy, so that you can know how to proceed in your life. This is a timeless reading, and this is also denoting the last times I'm going to be doing like tarot readings. I'll do oracle readings, and I'll do readings using like my own oracle senses, because I really don't need cards. I like cards, but I don't need them. And my guides, they won't even let me buy anymore. All right. Life path 7. Life path 7 is ruled by the moon and by Pisces. So let's see what your spirit guides have to say. I ask that your spirit team take on the energy of this reading for you, and that they take on the responsibility of getting the message to you, whatever message that is. On my lips. Where's my water? Oh. Should have just brought it over here. For reals. Alright, life path 7. Just want to do a general reading using my oracle deck that I'm making. Life path number 7. Life path 7. I feel a very scattered energies, so excusez-moi if things aren't quite linear. You have some interesting cards coming out together. I usually talk about them while I'm pulling them, but I'm just pulling them all. The first card is Homie, Lover, Friend. For some reason, this is giving me like Cancer woman energy, like you are in love, or you are involved with someone, you know, you're feeling like you've met somebody, you know, the love of your life. And here goes another annotation, Purusha's of the masculine and feminine energy. And the Cancer woman signal is coming really strong to me. You know, it's like this love where you want to share your life with someone, mate for life type of thing, nest, build a home. But my favorite card, the Gospel Singer, which is a symbol of my grandmother, is about you finding your passion and being enthralled in your passion, as she is. And it came out reversed, which is interesting, because that is telling me that maybe you thought that being in a relationship would make you like completely happy. I got bit by mosquito so bad when I was in Machu Picchu. I'm glad my legs were completely covered. But I still would not have wanted to wear long sleeves because it was so hot that day. But it's like you have this connection, or you have longed for this connection for a long time, and like now that you have it, you're feeling unfulfilled by it. You're not necessarily like, you like it, you like the person, you like love, you like relationships, but it's like it's not the end all be all for you like you thought it was going to be. The Stain card was come out, and then next to that is the sun going down, the sun crying as it goes down. It's because you have so much creative energy to give and so much inspiration that it hurts. You don't want to turn it off ever, but when it's reversed, it's like you have turned it off in order to be in this relationship. In order to, and it's a misconception, you know, that, and the flawed card is speaking to me now, because at first I didn't know what it meant. That's why I didn't say anything about it. But what's coming to me is that you have felt like, or you have been taught that unless you are in a relationship, that you're flawed. And the woman here is really sticking out to me for some reason. Yeah, you've been taught that unless you're like in a relationship. And so it's something that you have been pursuing, or a relationship that you have been in. And it doesn't say that it's a bad relationship or anything like that. Or maybe it is if it doesn't allow for you to be free. Or maybe it's your belief system that is doing this. Next to the Sun card is the Soul Food card, which I haven't colored in yet, but it came out reverse. And so that card is about you getting the nourishment you need in your life. It's another card about being fulfilled, but it can also really denote you not really taking care of yourself when it's reversed. You know, you really needing to maybe watch your health. It's interesting that the only thing that has really mattered to you, or it seems to be going right, the only thing you've been paying attention to and giving your time and energy to is love. The fairy is coming out reversed. You're not using your energies correctly. The Rainbow card has come out, and this is about you receiving the promises that God has for you in your life. And it can also note you needing to get into alignment, getting your chakras in alignment. Maybe even needing to go to Reiki. The Solitude card has come out reverse, which could denote you either spending too much time alone or avoiding spending time alone because you don't want to feel all of this. You know, you don't, it's like spirit is trying to get through to you about something, and you might be keeping yourself busy instead of actually like listening. And so you will want to maybe spend some time alone, and really contemplate, like, are you living the life that you actually want? I know your peace and love is really important to you. I was like, I know I have my oracle cards over here, but it looks like it's too important. It's like more important than everything else. Let's see what the unicorns have to say. And also what delight, count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in the simple things. Always expect the best. What also is coming to me is that if you're in a relationship with someone and it looks like the reason why the woman is kind of sticking out to me is because she's showing a happy face and she is communicating with her lover, her husband, her boyfriend, whatever, her best friend, whatever it is. But he doesn't even really know what's going on with her. It's like you present a beautiful face to the world, and nobody knows that you're struggling with the things you're struggling with, and maybe not even you completely, you know. Just because, like I said before, this solitude card tells me that you're avoiding being alone and actually like feeling and thinking and asking the questions you need to ask. And that delight card lets me know that you're not happy in your life. Anytime that card comes out, it means that you're kind of not enjoying the simple things, the simple pleasures in your life, and there's like a bit of resentment going on for some reason. Like there's like this sense of entitlement, like things should be going better or going your way, and you have lost sight of being grateful for the abundance you have, even your relationship. If you're having to wear a facade of happiness, then there's some numbness inside of you. There's like, you know, there's no, you're not taking any pleasure, really. And it's like the relationship is being used. Even though I'm not, like I said before, usually if it's like a codependent thing, I would see it. And maybe I'll see it when I pull the tarot cards. I'm going to put these cards to the side. Life path 7, like how are you breathing without your creativity? Where's my cards? Okay. And without your solitude. That's a lot of pressure to put on a relationship as well. Like to make somebody be your peace, and where you that's the only place you express yourself. And why are you avoiding your self-expression? Why can't you have both? All of it. Like, why can't you enjoy the soul food, like the smorgasbord in front of you? It's like there's a rejection going on. Let me see. Life path 7. Life path 7. All right. The first card is the Lover's card. Harmony. The Magician is crossing it. The Ace of Swords is underneath it. The Ace of Cups reverse is above your head. The Five of Swords is in the recent past. The Two of Pentacles is in your recent, well, coming up future. The Seven of Pentacles is in your position, the position of you. The King of Cups reversed is in the your environment. The Eight of Wands is in the fear position, but it's reversed. The King of Swords is in reverse, is in your outcome. Okay, so there's definitely magic in your life. There's a magic because of some choices that you have made in the past, you have created harmony and maybe like some independence. There's someone in your life that you adore. The man is adored in this situation. I don't see the feminine energy except in the fact that there is love. You know, in your subconscious mind, you do know who you are. And inside of yourself, you express it very clearly, like what you want to manifest. But I don't think that you like that the whole focus and all the attention is on the masculine energy. And that could even be in how you're living your life. Just looking at life without like, seeing what you can manifest, what you can have, or what you can do, you know, instead of being and enjoying the, you're not getting like a lot of enjoyment and affection. That's what I'm trying to say. Or you know how when you're like painting or singing and you're like, I love this, you know, I'm in love with life. I'm not getting that. I'm seeing that it's like, I like this person. I think he likes me. We have something good going on, but it's mostly like all about him and what he wants, because the masculine energy shows up like 3 times with 2 kings and then the magician. Okay? And the Ace of Cups is saying that there is love there, but it's like having it all, but not like connecting that with it. How can I explain it? It's like you prayed for something and you manifested it. And now that you have it, just like the oracle cards were saying, you're like, there's something missing. And the spirit world is like, be grateful because you have what you want, you know? And then also, this 5 of Swords is saying that, you know, okay, so some of the things that you may not like is that there's some immaturity. You don't like how you guys communicate. You know, you don't necessarily feel like this is the end-all be-all relationship for you. But at the same time, not bad. It's like you're having a hard time like admitting defeat. That really all you have to you, I'm saying not all you have, but all you have, this is from your perspective, looking at the cards, is like all right. You're all right. You know, you're able to balance life. You're manifesting, you're trudging along, but you're really waiting for like something great to happen and to manifest. And honestly, the guy, he ain't that great. It's like you put too much hope in him, because he is a lot of controlling, a lot of meanness, and maybe even spiritually manipulative and narcissistic. I knew that if it was not a healthy relationship, it would show up somewhere. Because I'm like, I don't get it. You are holding this relationship together because you feel like if you're not in a relationship, just like the first part of the reading was saying, then there's something wrong with you. So you don't want to like let go of the facade, but this relationship is sucking the life out of you. And you aren't really willing to see it because your beauty, your grace, and your poise make everybody feel like you're okay. You know, but what if you're not? What if you're not okay? for real? What if you're just kind of going through the motions at this time? You know, and maybe you feel guilty because maybe this is something you asked for and you wanted. And I'm also seeing a baby too. It's like, it's not just you involved. Let me see what else comes out. It could be like a family. That's why maybe I'm getting that Cancer energy. Yeah, you're not in your alignment with yourself. Ooh. Yeah, you're not in alignment with yourself. You don't really plan on surrendering and being honest. And you just kind of like stay in a flow in sadness. You feel like alone in this relationship. Yeah, the Two of Cups reversed. And there's also some betrayal too. Cancer energy, the Chariot reversed. Yeah, you need to get yourself back. You need to find your way back to yourself. Like the Rainbow card was saying, it will be time. And you can do this slowly at your own pace. Sometimes you can't just rip everything apart and go do your own thing. Because like I'm saying, like for some people, there's other people involved and it's not just about you. And so getting your chakras aligned, getting Reiki healing, you can get that from me or maybe somebody in your area, is a slow, gentle way to, you need some positive, clearing energy and some slight motivations to just start moving in the direction of your true self. Eventually, you won't be able to just hold everything together. You know how sometimes women, and this could be for a man too, but a lot of times women have this ideal that, you know, I can love us enough for the both of us, you know. And I'm going to give you some encouragement as well. Like there are some people that I work with very long time, like for over a year, maybe two. I've only been in business for real, for a few years. And there have been people that are with me from the beginning. And sometimes it takes people that long to work on themselves. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. And get the courage and to exhaust every possibility before they like make certain moves. And I'm saying that because I don't want you to feel shame or guilty, because this is a thing in your head or a belief that you have that you're working on. You know, that I'm flawed if I don't have this particular image, you know. And then there's this relationship and the connection with your family and his family, and it's not just that simple. Now for some people it is. Some people are just like bye-bye, you know, but for some people it's not that simple. Yeah, it's like you're waiting for something to manifest. Maybe you're waiting for more money or a business. You're waiting like for yourself to come up with like a great business idea, something that where you feel safe to stand on your own 2 feet before you leave. One more card. Expansion reversed. Spread your wings and soar. Share your message and shine your light. Show the world what you're made of. Yeah. And so you're like experiencing a lack of expansion in your life. It's kind of making you feel bitter. It is making you kind of embittered, you know, making you feel alone, like you don't really have many choices and many options. But I do see that you are already working on it. You're just in the midst of it. Okay. 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 I honestly don't know how to wrap that up. It seems very like open-ended still. Like you're still in the middle of feeling controlled, or you know, and maybe even you feel like in a rush to get out of this situation. Or impatient. You want something to happen to help to move you out of the situation. But maybe it's just not time. And you need to go within. You need to have more of that. It's interesting that the Solitude card came out reverse and the Hermit card came out reverse along with the Chariot. And that just honestly denotes it's your mind that needs to change, your belief system that needs to change. You need to get a different belief system that you're you with or without a relationship, with or without this person, and you need to get in touch with who you is. All right, and now I'm going to move on to the personal year reading for personal year 7. Peace. All right, happy new year. Personal year 7. My name is Aya. Thank you so much for joining me for your 2021 reading. This reading is for you if you are personal year 7, which is different than life path 7. Your personal year and your life path most likely are not the same. And so each life path reading has connected to it the personal year reading. So whatever personal year you are, you click on the life path session and then go to the comment section for the timestamp for your personal year reading. The first thing I want to do before I get into the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual of 2021 is just do a synopsis with my oracle deck that I've made. Okay. Interesting. The first cards that I see when I open the middle of the deck is the Magician and the element of water reversed. That's interesting because she has a pot of water, or he, because the woman or man here is androgynous, a combination of a man and a woman embodied in a human being, you know, making magic happen. And you have to know the elements. But it seems like you don't know yourself. You're not really confident in your emotional self, in your emotional body. In the depths of your subconscious, you don't want to go into your subconscious. Maybe there needs to be like some type of ritual done to help you feel what you need to feel. Because magic is incomplete without the element of water. Personal year 7. In 2021, you can expect a lot of inspiration. You can expect a lot of creative energy. You can expect to have so many ideas that you don't know what to do with them. You can expect to jump in to life and maybe jump into who you are as a person. And this also denotes creativity, working well with others, whether you're the one jumping in the middle or you're the one turning for other people. We have to take turns in the spotlight. And this also lets me know that your creative energy comes from past lives. Maybe there's unfinished business when it comes to some ideas and projects that you need to complete. It's a lot of creative energy here. Somebody on Instagram said that this card reminded them of like Leo in the 11th house, which I thought was an amazing observation. And this is sun energy as well. It's like a lot of power, fun energy. Studying. That's an interesting card to come out with these two. You know, I haven't colored him in yet. So you have like this very active energy. And then you have, to me, this is like a stopping point. Maybe you get an idea, you jump into it, and you realize you don't know everything you need to know. This is because this is very all youthful energy, childlike energy. You're doing something new. It's obvious that you're doing something that you've never done before. To me, looking at these cards right here. Personal year. Okay. Now that's different. Wow. So the coconut is about cleansing your energy flat out and actually using a coconut to cleanse and purify yourself. Okay? It could be like dead energies, negative energies attached to you that need to be cleared out so that you can get the energies, get the inspiration and the ideas clearly. Or maybe the energies and creativity and ideas that you get will clear everything else out of your life. Again, the gospel singer here, which is my grandmother, denotes a passion and you being enthralled in your passions. Usha's Aya, the goddess of awakening, the goddess of light, the goddess that drives all darkness away. She dispels. When she comes around, the darkness leaves. Okay? So this energy tells me that, because the gospel singer, I also use her for singing and chanting. You know, you need to really clear away dark energies out of your life. You have two signs here that about clearing out darkness, turning on the light. Studying also turns on the light in your mind. There's something that you need to know about the darkness around you in your life. Let me pull 3 more cards. Okay. The waning crescent moon, which is Scorpio energy. Let me move this owl out the way. is turning into something kind of interesting. The owl, a omen. And then the element of fire is reversed. Somebody in your life, something in your life has been trying to turn off your light, to burn out your passion, to burn out your fire, and to not let you have the privilege of getting to know who you are, like how powerful you are, what you're capable of. I don't want that to lean because then the wax will drip. Because the fire element came out reversed. And you have all this passion here. I think you need to use your gifts and your talents to kind of hone in on your spiritual energy. Like if you are a singer, then you do need to chant, you know. And if you are an initiate, then you need to make sure you study every morning. There needs to be like some type of discipline. There needs to be like a choice made by you. You need to decide whether or not you're going to be part of the light or the dark. And I mean by lifestyle. Meaning that, you know, it's time for you to get a bit more serious about your spiritual practice and the direction you're going in your life. You can't, it looks like you're not going to be able to straddle the fence, or there'll be energetic repercussions for you. You are here to do something, and you are here to have a purpose. You need to get into what that is. And this is like a self-study, awakening to who you are, because you don't know completely. You're not all the way in the light about it, about the truth, about your passion, and maybe about your past lives and how they play into this lifetime, and who you are and what you're supposed to be doing. Maybe you've been playing it a bit too safe. Okay? And that honest, when you do that, say for instance, you dip and you dabble in spirituality, and you're starting to get more knowledge and understanding of how energy works, and you're getting more higher up in knowledge. Now you're being called to put it into practice, because you're not just supposed to have, this is something I've had to learn too. You can't just collect a bunch of knowledge and not be held accountable for it. Because then what happens is dark entities come in, and you have to use that knowledge now to get rid of those dark entities. You have to be purified, so dark entities don't attach themselves to you. You know, because it's like, oh, okay, so you think you're a teacher, healer, or a master. Let's see, let's test her, let's tempt her, you'll have like all these energies and stuff coming in, and you're like, what did I do to you? And the owl oftentimes come out as a warning, a omen, you need to talk to your ancestors. Although the altar card usually comes out when that's a must. But the fire element is a representation of the ancestors. And it seems like they've been trying to tell you something, to give you a message, give you a warning of some kind. about transmuting, transforming energies, making a change in your life. Okay, I'm going to keep these cards here as, so I can... It's another owl right here. That was a pretty interesting beginning. Let's look at your physical plane. Let's see what's going on with this fire in here, because it seems to be a bit loud. Okay, it's okay. Sometimes that fire inside of that ceramic be going out of control. I don't understand it. Personal year 7. I feel like I didn't explain that all correctly. I didn't express it good enough. But hopefully the rest of your session will be clearer. Personal year 7. But that honestly sounds about right for you. Dealing with past life stuff, omens, learning, clearing out old energies. I'll keep this card over there. So that's what this looks like for you, okay? In 2021, it looks like you'll have a lot of projects. And with this Knight of Pentacles and the reverse in the Magician position, it'll look like you're rough around the edges and you don't know what you're doing. That's how people review you. But the 7 of Cups in the Chariot position is saying that you do have a lot of energy and strength to actually do everything that you're trying to do. But while you're trying to do it with this 10 of Swords reversed in the Death position, you're going to need consistent body work and healing because it's like you're going through growing pains this year. Well, this in 2021, whenever you're reading this, listening to this. And with the Hermit in the Sun position, your belief system, what you believe in, and what you work on will be in alignment, and your projects will work out for you. That's what this is saying. As long as you continue to get the body work, maybe Reiki, massages, to keep yourself soothed, because you have a lot of energy. You're trying to do a lot of things at one time. You may need to pick a few things, maybe 1 or 2 things to focus on, because it looks like there's a fear of you not being able to do everything that you want to do. And most of the time when there's multiple projects like this, it's because maybe you feel like you finally can do some of the things you want to do, and you want to take advantage of the opportunity, and you want to be sure you're true to your beliefs. But my advice is to pick one thing and master it. Because that's like this card. A lot of inspiration, a lot of creative ideas, so many, that you may feel like when it's like the sun here is going down and it's crying, it's like it loves to shine, it loves to be creative so much that it cries when it has to be put down and rest. It doesn't want to rest. I want to keep going, but you have to. Even the sun has to rest. You know, you have to make sure you're taking care of yourself. Okay? Let's look at your emotional plane. Well, it's like this for you. Page of Wands. I don't know why flies come in here when there's a hole outside out there. Go outside. Emotional. Personal year 7. Wow, you have a lot of amazing energy in your emotional plane. And I'll keep these over here for the next. Actually, like all of these cards are very energizing for me in this section to read. You have a lot of creative, emotional power, and people are drawn to you. And if you don't feel that way now, because I can see maybe you having some doubt as to whether or not you can pull it together and make things happen. The Page of Wands in the High Priestess position is childlike, heavenly, inspired, creative energy, even sexual energy, where people are attracted to you because you're very enthusiastic. The Four of Wands in the Lover's position is about you having a lot of faith, having a lot of faith and ritual, like the bird here doing his ritual mating dance so that he can attract his partner. Again, you have a lot of attraction and power. The sun in the Strength position, it is about your emotional power, your emotional strength, your emotional fortitude, your enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm is contagious to other people. And then the Fool in the Hangman position is about you being able to start new projects and do the things that you want to do, and balance everything out and attract the people you need to attract. The Queen of Swords is in the Temperance position. This could be someone coming into your life with this energy, or this could be you needing to be a bit more responsible in your emotional plane and your relationships. And I don't really completely understand what that means. Let me see. The Queen of Swords in the Temperance position. Okay, friendship. So it would be someone coming to you who has this energy to, maybe you are good at attracting the people you need in order to get these projects done, and you need someone around you to manage everything. that will help out with this Knight of Pentacles energy here, to where maybe you don't know everything you need to know. So maybe there's ritual that needs to be done to attract the correct friends. You know how it is when we need something. Sometimes we don't get it. We get a little bit of what we need, and we end up having to throw somebody away because they don't necessarily fit in certain ways. So make sure that when you ask for the person to come in your life to assist you with some of the things you may not know, you ask that they be a good fit, not just for business, but with your temperament. The Six of Pentacles in the Moon position is your heart's aspiration, that you really want to help your friends and your family make their dreams come true. You take on other people's dreams as if they're your dreams. Really great friend. You're really, in this reading, you are a really great friend to have. And the Ten of Pentacles in the Judgment position means that in 2021, emotionally, you should be fulfilled. You should be. You should feel like you've done a good job. You know, having a great attitude, being a great friend, being a light, being supportive, which makes me wonder what that water reverse was at the beginning. You know, looking at, you have the magician power is there, but the water reversed I don't see here. So maybe that question will be answered in another line. We'll see. I'm not sure. Let me move the Moony Owlie out the way. Let's look at the mental plane, because it looks like emotionally you're mature. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm so quiet. I'm usually running my mouth. Let me make sure. Okay. Okay, so we have a bit of issues here in your mental plane. So let's see what they could possibly be. Your mental plane is kind of plagued with this message that you need to be okay with taking responsibility. The Nine of Swords in the Empress position says that you have a lot of knowledge. I mean, even from a young age, you've known a lot. Maybe you just psychically just know things. And it's also past lives as well. And the Ace of Wands reversed in the Hierophant position is about you kind of feeling isolated even from a young age. Maybe because of everything you know. You might have felt different than everyone else. This is interesting. I'm just going to keep going before I combine it with these things here. So in the Death card in the Hermit position is reverse, saying that a lot of times you feel bored with life, but you don't really do anything to make anything different, to change it. The King of Pentacles in the Justice position is reversed. And that's saying that you don't really enjoy responsibility and taking responsibility for your projects. The Two of Wands reversed in the Devil position is about you needing to make sure that when you sign up for something, when you sign up, like even for your karmic contract or all these projects here that you want to do, that you don't just sign up for like the end result, but that you actually enjoy the journey and understand that it's about the journey. The Knight of Cups reversed in the Star position denotes someone that you're involved with, that you may be becoming too enmeshed with, kind of wanting to stop time, and you don't want things to change. You want things to stay the same, like just the way they are. You want to make sure you stay in love, that they stay in love with you, you stay in love with them, and you keep this feeling forever. And you can't do that. You can't like hold yourself and someone else hostage in that way. And the Ten of Wands reversed in the World position would be you, if this year in 2021, you need to make sure that you learn to take responsibility for everything that you're doing, and that you're not just in it like to just have fun or to be a social butterfly, and know that, you know, because your emotional plane is banging, you know, but mentally it's like, I can see why this Queen of Swords came out right here now, that you do need to, along with your amazing creative energy and personality, also know that you signed, and this is why you look rough around the edges to everybody. If you signed up for something, then you need to make sure that you get organized and take the steps. Because in this plane here, it's a party. In this plane here, you're like, ugh, taking responsibility is the worst. It's boring, you know. And so you want to make sure that you, before you sign up for all these projects and tell people, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm about to do this, we're about to do this, it's about to be popping in 2021. Watch me work, bruh, blah, that, you know, whatever. And it seems like you like to do rituals and stuff. You might be a bit witchy or whatever. But then here, mentally, you just kind of like, ugh, responsibility sucks, you know. It's no fun. I just want to lay in bed with my boo and eat and watch Netflix. And then you're going to end up feeling unfulfilled by the end of 2021 if you do that. Okay? All right, I'm going to pull another oracle card for that. Okay, prosperity. A gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. Okay, so yeah, you have a lot of potential coming at you, but you have to learn how to manage it. And you need to use your mind in order to manage it. You're going to have to train your mind to think in another way other than this is boring. You know. You need to see life as more of a gift. Everything in life. The challenges, the responsibilities, the stuff you like about life. It's fun to have projects and to hang out with friends and to make new friends and to start something new. But it's true, once you get in the middle of it, like for instance, I'm writing a book right now. I'm making oracle decks. Well, one, I'm mostly finished with it, but now I am uploading it into Photoshop, and I have to sit with each card and edit every card and figure out kind of like the streamlined branding of what I want to create as a finished project. It is TDM Central, but that's my baby, and I am willing to sit with it all the way through to the end. I just get up and stretch my legs, and I'll be like, all right, it's time to take a break. I'm going to work on a little bit more tomorrow. That's all you can do. You don't abandon your babies when you start something. Okay, let's look at your spiritual plane. Three of Cups, Nine of Wands, Ace of Swords, and then the Lovers. Okay, so the Three of Cups reversed in the Emperor position is about your purpose in 2021. You kind of have a hedonistic attitude, like unconventional family type of attitude. And here in the Wheel of Fortune position is a nine of Wands. Is that because you believe in your belief system and you have faith in it, other people will follow along. But here's a warning in the Ace of Swords, in the Tower position, it's reversed. You need to get really clear in about what you're responsible for in 2021 and what exactly it is you want to do, and you need to you need to be more disciplined. Your mental plane, your emotional plane, here, like I was saying, is great. But what I'm seeing here is that you use it to attract, you want to have fun. You want pleasure, sex, I don't know, abundance. I don't know exactly what it is, but this here in the Tower position is a warning that you need to really get your mind and your head in the game and in order, like starting now. In the Lovers position, in the Fool's position, the Lovers in the Fool position is saying that you're a great lover. Like that's what makes you feel fulfilled, and it shows in your emotional plane. You wanting to be a great lover. Let me see if I can get a better understanding. Okay, yes, this makes more sense now. Looking at the rest of your spread, that you are going through an awakening, and you are kind of resisting it, wanting to use the energies for your own pleasure, for your own happiness, maybe even for your own selfish ends and reasons. But you're being given like a wake-up call that there needs to be a clearing and transformation of how you use your passion and how you use your energies and even your friendships. It's like, you need to really like get an understanding that you have people coming to you, because of your passion and your energy, but you may not be like leading them correctly because you're not all the way in alignment with how God or the goddess wants to use you and your energies. You're not supposed to attract people to you so that you can make love to everybody. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't think I can be more clear. Or be in a relationship or be in love. There needs to be a time where you go, okay, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna make sure I raise the bar and take this higher than that. Because you're like, ugh, spirituality, work, getting projects done, boring, you know. But then there will be repercussions if you don't. There'll be repercussions for you if you don't work on that. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. This was a very interesting reading. I wasn't expecting it to take the turns that it did. You seem like a really fun year ahead of you. Have fun, but take care of your responsibilities. Okay, peace.